Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. It's Friday again, and if it's Friday, we'll start as usual. So let's start with Bitcoin on daily, and then we'll go from there. Morning, Razvan. Morning, Sebastian. Morning, Timmy. Hey, everyone. Okay, someone please tell me if we have image and if we have sound. In meantime, let's try to get Bitcoin chart. Thank you. So, Bitcoin CME chart we discussed yesterday. Nice pump here. I like it. Yesterday was a red candle. We rejected from that support and resistance important level. And now we are trying to test that level again. This candle is pretty clear, pretty big. I think needs a deeper retest. It's possible to pump from here, yes. Not probable, but indeed it's possible. In the same time, as long as we are below this level on daily basis, let's just call it range. Let's not say it's bearish. Not bearish, it's a range. It's going up, down, equal highs, equal lows. But in this daily range, we can play all the way down to 62, maybe even lower. We can go up here to 70, 71 and still stay in the same range environment. What we are doing, if we zooming out a little bit here, something like this, you'll see that we are fighting 69. Now we are fighting this level. For the moment we are below. At some point in time we'll probably be above, but we are fighting is like a support, really important support and resistance level. Look what happened every time we tried here. We tried once, no. We tried second time, no. Here we didn't even manage. We closed slightly above and then all of a sudden back down. A lot of people are saying, well, this time is different. Well, I don't think it's different. I think as long as we are below 69, we can push lower. And because we have institutions, because the hype is not as big, or because the market is bigger now, I don't think we'll have the same bounces, people. I don't think we'll have the wild swings. Well, we'll go back to 110 and then down to 60k. No. I think the market is slightly slower. Is not moving as was moving years ago. So let's hold this thought in mind that we are below 69. We should play the range. What do we have here? Well, for the moment we are close to the top of the range. So I don't think it's a good idea on daily to do anything, to go and buy or to do something. For lower time frame players, yeah, any bounce here to retest 69 could be a shorting opportunity. This SFU levels the same. If the market, I don't know, maybe a news or something, will dump here in 64 or SFU the lows, then we can play long setups. People saying that it's hard to trade, actually it's hard for them to be consistent because it's not hard to trade. If you are waiting patiently for these SFUs here, and when you'll get an SFU, you play with 0.5 or 1% and live with the results. When the market is bouncing here, you'll try to play SFU short with 1% or 0.5 and you live with the results. It's not so hard. The problem 90% of people have is that they don't want to trade. They want to get rich fast. No? They say, I want to be a trader, but they don't like to trade. They want to trade for 3 months, 6 months. 6 months is too much. Yeah. And then, well, okay, I'm rich, I'm doing something else. It's like you are doing something you hate to make money, and then, well, I could live my life from now on. Doesn't work that way. For me, it's a pleasure to read the market, to see the levels, try to make a bit of money, If you hate the market, if you hate the waiting game, if you hate the range game because it's boring, well, maybe you should stick to 9 to 5. Yeah, that's a bit a big problem I see even in couple one students. They say they like the market, but when I say, well, do an exercise, well, half of them they did the exercise, the rest of them no, and it's a simple one. Well, if a stupid trader like me is telling you, well, this is the way to get profitable, you want to learn probabilities, do this fucking exercise. It's easy. Everyone, even a kid, could do the exercise. When they don't do it, I should believe them that they love to trade, they want to learn, or they are forcing themselves to learn something to make money fast in their mind because it's not working that way, and then to go and do something else. And even if you ask them what the fuck you'll do after you stop trading, let's say you'll make the money in 1 week or 1 month, they don't know the answer. Okay, enough ranting. Think about it. You are a guy that loves trading, or you're a guy that loves money and wants to make money fast? That will be a good question. Okay, here I told you, SFUs I think are the best. If, like I said yesterday, if you see the market accepting above 69 and staying above, closing clearly above 69, and then maybe going and filling this gap. Yeah, filling the gap means the market will close above this level and keep the candle body close above this level. Then you can think, well, this looks like a big W. A retest of 69.70k will retest that neckline, and it's okay for me to think higher. But for the moment, we don't have that big W. We have a range, and we can stay in this range for longer. Okay, classic chart, you can see same image. Huh? We discussed in the past about the candle body lows. We said don't short here, try to hunt long ideas. I said here or here and here, don't be bullish because it's not a good idea. Wait for a long reload zone. Now I'm saying again, don't be extra bullish here. Not the best thinking. Let's go on Ethereum a little bit. Well, not too many things changed from yesterday. Ethereum has a clear range now. Look at it. What defines a range? Couple 1, we have a live stream at the end of the day. And we'll talk about the market state. What defines a range? Equal highs and equal lows. The faster you realize that it's a range, the better for the trader to start playing the range game. Well, how do you do it? How do you manage to find out that, well, this is a range? How fast you can not suspect, have a probability of a range and start trading the range game? Yeah, because if you wait here, a range will be old, and you'll say, well, finally you realize, well, this is a range. Well, you realize close to the middle to the end of the range, and you already lost some money, or you didn't make the money. So the faster you manage to realize, and I explained yesterday how many points you should have and what you should think, the better for you. What do we have now? We have a big, fat, ugly number, $2,000 per Ethereum, which is behaving like a bitch. Look what's happening here. Yeah? And we'll continue to do that. Remember how ugly it was at 2,500 for swing traders. Nothing you can do. Similar here. If you are not a day trader, a swing trader, nothing can do here. It's almost not impossible, but you can see daily, you don't see W's, you just see the 2000 level and up and down and up and down. Doesn't matter if you're long or short, will stop you out. A day trader will play some SFUs. A day trader will make some money if it's smart. So, if you are not a day trader, you are a swing trader, just leave it alone. Dominance. I need to zoom out a little bit more, but you can see Same level like yesterday, trying to break down. But trying, not succeeding to break down. It's at the same level, staying there. If we'll accept below, then we have a chance with some altcoins. Not all of them, some of them. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, fighting 0.03. Yeah, every time was dumping here. I told you, it's still fighting this level. Now we are exactly at the level there. Do we see some W's? Yeah, it's kind of expanding volatility, but indeed, we can say that, well, looks like it's trying to break to the upside. My scenario is still valid, thinking something like this, people. Pump here and then dump. And that will be a good scenario. That will be a good scenario. Let's wait and see what will happen. For the moment, it's still fighting 0.03 level and could stay here and fight this level for a long period of time. Morning. Total market cap, similar level like yesterday. We are fighting this level. We are holding it as a support. Total 3, similar, nothing new to talk about. Bitcoin on CME, we discussed it. Ethereum CME chart, you can see the range and the bottom trying to form there. ES is violently flat kind of idea. It's fighting up and down, but it's not leaving this area here. From 7,000 to 6,800 and back and forth, fighting this level. What will happen next? I don't know. You can play the fib pong game. It's working for the moment. Hopefully you hedged here. If something will happen and will bounce all the way up here, you can play an SFU on lower time frame. For a swing trader, not too many things you can do here. A day trader, yeah, profitable. A day trader can make money. Gold we talked about is reaching the area I was speaking about. Nothing to do there. Silver confirmed the inverse head and shoulder and is pushing to the short reload zone. Nothing to do here. Copper was looking weak and ugly, not anymore. Could consolidate and then do another move higher. But I'm not trading traditional market. I'm just looking for confluence here. Gold versus silver, like I said, I'm waiting lower for a potential bottom. Let's wait. For the moment, it just formed a big EM here. Let's see if we'll form a bottom or we'll create a new low. About oil, you know my opinion. Slow and steady to the upside. And DXY is doing what DXY knows best. Ranging. Don't think, when you say DXY, you should think range. Yeah, so from time to time it's exploding, it's moving, but after is doing a violent move, it's ranging again. And it's normal. Okay, so that's the overview. Not too many things I could say more from yesterday. We kind of have the same levels. Calendar, where the fuck is calendar? PPI at the New York opening. Half an hour before we start the New York live stream. So pay attention, try to play safe, stay out in that moment. 5-50 minutes before the news, 5-50 minutes after the news. If you are a scalper, a day trader, you don't want to expose yourself exactly in the news. But pretty quiet otherwise. Lower time frame. What do we have here? Bitcoin. Monday range, Monday high, Monday low. Okay. Here, a stupid trader told you that is hunting long ideas. Don't short. Don't be the last one to short. Hopefully you listened. Then we did an AB equals CD to the upside. We took all the liquidity here. You can see we took almost everything. And then here I told you don't chase. And I'm hunting short ideas. Tried once, managed to get risk free, failed. Try the second time and I'm still in the trade and I'm risk free. That's my position. Yesterday, unfortunately, in the live stream, I didn't manage to do anything. Nothing. Nada. No setup for me. And you can see, market is still fighting Monday high. I was waiting for a deeper pullback here in the long reload zone. I said first stop, middle of the range, and then long reload zone. Confluence here at 64.5. If it will happen and the market will dump here, okay, that's good. But here, it's ugly to trade. It's fighting the Monday high like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's wise for us to try to play setups there? No. Especially if you have the setup like me from the top, you don't want to fuck around here. You want to wait. Hopefully it will dump and you'll make money. And if you don't have any position, well, hopefully will dump so you can long. But here at the Monday high, I don't see why we should be aggressive. We can think higher time frame AB equals CD. You have to be extra bullish for that, but yeah, you can. This entire move, AB, dump, W, CD. But that's a big one. It's possible? Of course it is. It's crypto. It's only up to you. There you go. AB equals CD is pointing out in the 74K area. Which means taking all the liquidity here, creating a big W. It will happen? I don't know. Usually AB equals CDs are the best to be played when you have a strong trend. I'll be honest, I don't see the strong trend for the moment. I just don't. Anyway, classic thinking without fancy AB equals CDs, we should think short here, SFU level, long in the long reload zone or SFU level. Stay the fuck out between the levels. Don't fuck around. If you see a micro trend on 5-minute chart and you can go with Holy Grail, maybe. But it's Friday, people. We have the same problem like every Friday. And the problem is what position we open today we want to close in the same day. We want to close them today. Why? We want to be free on the weekend. I don't want to keep my a day trade or a scalp, a day trade. I don't want to keep that trade until Monday, no? And not being able to function in the weekend because my mind is occupied with the setups I have already opened on Friday. No. I want to close everything until Friday afternoon or Friday night and have a clear head, no bias in the weekend. Maybe I want to scan the market and I want to see some levels. Maybe I want to enjoy life and spend some time with my family without thinking at trades. So Friday, it's not the best day to open too many positions. And if you open, try to find fast setups. Well, this level, SFU level setups are good in that manner. AB equals CD, general setups, not as much. Anyway, that's Bitcoin. Let's see what will happen here. It's like it's trying to stay here for the moment. Ethereum, similar. Long reload zone is for longs. Pumping at the highs here is for short SFUs. Here fighting 2000. Can we have the same AB equals CD to the upside? Possible. But like I said, strong trend. Do you see a strong trend? I don't. So the best is to wait for a long reload zone. First stop, Monday high. Could bounce from Monday high? Yes. Then the next stop is the middle of the range, confluence with long reload zone. And if something bad will happen and we'll do an AB equals CD to the downside, A, B, C, D, then maybe we'll even manage to touch this level in SFU. Don't you see the potential AB equals D to the downside? Well, let me show you. The big one I showed you or to the upside I showed you on Bitcoin. It's similar. And to the downside, look at this one. Well, pointing out exactly confluence, two long reload zones, support and resistance 1900. So if I'm not saying that the market will go there, but if the market goes there, you have a lot of confluence to hunt W's here. Okay? Pretty basic. Here, I don't think it's the best idea to play anything. And by the way, this is not a valid short reload zone. We need to go all the way up here. This is still valid, this big one. But you can see it's similar. We are in a short reload zone, so not the best idea to be bullish here. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's go on 4-hour chart and see Aster. Nothing. It's fighting, is stuck to the 70 cents level. Hype is bouncing, but without me, I didn't manage to get a proper setup here. And I don't want to chase, I don't want to do anything. I don't think we'll go to the moon without me. Don't worry about it. Morning, Dijan. Solana playing the range game, SFU the highs here. Maybe we'll SFU the lows again, who the fuck knows. But it's clear. Textbook range, yeah, going sideways. ES, well, you have the Monday range, you had the fake out up to the upside, you have the reclaim back in the range. We should play the range again and again. Let's put it on 1 hour, it's better. Yesterday was a nice setup here, and you can see we accepted above, we pumped, and then we dumped. And then if you manage to get this retest, that was gold. That was fucking gold to take this trade here. I didn't took any trade on traditional market because I'm not trading traditional market, but this was fancy one. Nice. Here and dump. Dump straight to the middle of the range. And now it's consolidating, it's fighting the middle of the range. Slow and steady. Yeah, I also know some stupid people stupid traders, Stefan, not stupid people, that took that trade and made money. That's why we are here. We are not here to, I don't know, to fuck around. We are not here to call to the moon. We are not here to get rich in 1 week. No, we are here to trade and slowly make money. Okay. Gold, you can see pretty clear the Monday range. And silver, well, silver looks like one's higher. I saw some comments about COMEX about, okay, yeah, they are manipulating the market. Yeah, we know. It's just more obvious now because it's harder to manipulate. But nothing new. We'll push higher, okay, we'll push with me, not without me, because I have that trade, you know that. So overall, let's go back on Bitcoin. Overall, ugly level here. If you want to go on lower time frame and say, well, I want to play this small range here. Okay, you can do that. Take the high, take the low. Well, there you go. So if the market is bouncing here and you see an M here and you see a confluence on 5-50 minute chart, okay, I could see that. But let's not forget about the SFU levels. Let's not forget about the long reload zone. The lower it goes here, the more aggressive we should hunt long ideas. I will not take any request on shitcoins because they are not moving. They are doing the same thing, trying to form some bottom, some double bottom, some W's, daily W's, and will take time. That's why you saw that premium channels are pretty empty. Why? Premium is usually mostly about swing trading. And a swing trader, nothing he can do in this environment. Is something that he can do. He can protect his capital and stay on the sidelines. But so that's why the premium part is kind of empty. Either you day trade, either you stay the fuck out. Okay, so Bitcoin, we talked about Ethereum. Let's see how many reposts we have. Let's see. 30 reposts, well, acceptable. 38 likes, meh. Okay. People, we are 700 and something here. And I see every day more than 400 views. So let's put only the people that are watching the live stream. 400 people and only 30 of them are reposting. I don't know about that. Repost, comment, like only if you like the content, if you see any value. But if you don't see any value, you don't watch it anymore, no? Anyway, good enough. Good enough. We work with what we have and we do the best we can. I didn't saw anything special on the Twitter feed. I'm not following everyone, so maybe it's something I didn't saw. I saw Justin Sun bragging about Tron on Gemini. I saw CZ commenting something to Da Vinci, but mostly shitposting. Ivan on Tech is doing a great job. I'll be honest, I'm following this guy from a long time and he sees the market pretty nicely. So if you want to follow someone, follow Ivan. Ivan has a strange voice. It's hard to follow for a long time. He's kind of, I don't know, the tone of his voice is a bit too loud maybe, or bothering, but the content is good. He saw, like we did, he saw close to the top. He said that, well, this is the level the market will probably stop. He said exactly like us that he's starting to dollar cost average below 69. From what I saw, he's expecting Bitcoin to go to 40K also. He's not a moon boy. Yeah? He made money in this space by investing, by promoting crypto. You should trust him 100%? No, but there are some things I appreciate about him. That's why I'm keep following this guy. I don't have time to listen to his videos, but he's making a nice summary here. You can see. Short video, 20 seconds. You can listen this one when you get his opinion. Okay. That being said, let's call it a live stream. Remember, it's Friday. Protect your capital. Don't go and fuck around with your own money. Over the weekend, stay flat, stay out, go outside, do something else, recharge. Yeah, because people, let me explain you something. If you stay the entire week in front of the screen, and in the weekend you put yourself in a bed or something and you stay in the house, you don't spend more energy from the week, but you don't recharge yourself. To recharge, you need to get the fuck out and relax, do some activities, not to stay in bed or stay the fuck, well, I'm not working, so I'll recharge. No, you don't spend more energy, but you don't recharge. Recharging means out, take your family, do something relaxing, and you'll see life and market and everything with different eyes Monday. If you stay in an ugly environment like in the weekend, you saw nothing is happening, Monday morning when you should be 100% able to trade, you'll be already without energy. So we are not AI. We get tired. At the end of the week, stop, go outside, do something else, and Monday you'll see the market differently. Do whatever you want, but it will not work if you stay 100% of the time in front of your screen. Okay, enough ranting, enough presenting, enough levels, it's enough. Let's call it a live stream. If you are a premium or VIP member, see you in the next ones. Capo one, remember at the end of the day we have a live stream to see the market state and the market structure and more things to discuss there. Yeah, slow and steady, people. If the market is boring, let's respect that. Okay, see you next time.